toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will have the football first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and block out all the noise.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And the Hokies are flying down the field. To the air on 1st down. The short hands, it's Ingram. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man, it's Kendricks. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Extending the play. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. And the Hokies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Kendricks. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for the score. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Trying to pound it in. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Georgia Tech's offense has its first opportunity of the day. To the air, it's Slater. Under fire. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. The Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. Trying play action. Here's the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, it's a nice-looking throw right there, and I'll tell you what, for Hokie quarterbacks in the past, it's not all about just hurting you with their legs. Michael Vick could kill you throwing the football. Tyrod Taylor could do it. How about this name? Jim Drunkenno. You can just see him right now dotting an 18-yard dig route. That's a nice-looking throw. That gives me some Drunken Miller vibes, Powell.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Kendricks. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Snap it to the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
George D. Burdell.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to... That is a ball.
Off play action. Looking deep down the right side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking for space. It's Kendricks. Crosses the 30. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Virginia Tech.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ingram. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. Connection to the right. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Got his man. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Trying to make magic. There he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Hokies trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Looking for the goal line. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the D denied him. Second and goal. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You never know how it happens, but it happens. Defenses lose sight of those big, huge, pass-catching tight ends. You could tell there, maybe bit on the play fake a little bit too much. Lost him for a second. He takes care of the rest and gets the touchdown.
Georgia Tech, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
It'll be third and long. Wants to throw. It's Slater. Release to the back. It's caught. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Trying to escape and get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Using his legs to buy some time. Wide open downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Hokies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw again. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Back to throw, it's Slater. Here's the pressure. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And the Yellow Jackets have this offense rolling.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far. You dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Bringing the heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Slater. He'll off one deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Kendricks. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Kendricks. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look at the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Scanning the field, it's Slater. Under fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
And the returner will be knocked down. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They'll move the wide receiver. The toss sweep to the right. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. He's now up to 58 yards rushing for them so far as he closes in on that 1,400-yard mark. And the Hokies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the toss to the left. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Ingram. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Hokies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to get it through the air. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. And the Hokies are on the move. He's looking to throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll take a shot. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw again. Moving away from pressure. He's going to take off. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw. But with his speed, he makes it so difficult on the defense.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Hokies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Pushes ahead. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Tries again to get it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a fourth down. What a play by this defensive front. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He wants to throw it. Touchdown, Hokies! Fitted in in the window for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Pac-12 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and now it's a final. Utah was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this huge team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake up the Pac-12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dropping back, it's Slater. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A little release to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got it. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab down the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops, force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalculate.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Rushes on him. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. Handoff from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the wideout. They want that clock to run. Got the 1st down and more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Finds his big tight end. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Hokies with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. The inside handoff. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. He has 89 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath